Who's going to be the next governor of the state of Florida? Well, Ron DeSantis, of course, but who is he going to be running against? Is it going to be carpetbagger and professional flip-flopper Charlie Crist? Or is it going to be Nikki, I'm almost as vapid as AOC, Freed? Well, we're going to find out very soon. This is JP with Political Pop Culture, and this is My Take. Today, Democrats in Florida go to the polls to decide who is going to face Governor Ron DeSantis in November's gubernatorial election. Ron DeSantis, for his part, is running unopposed, mainly because he's, by any metric, the best and most effective governor in the entire country. He's also sitting on a reported $165 million campaign war chest, so whoever's unlucky enough to face him in November is likely going to find themselves on the Liz Cheney end of an ass-kicking. Even though Ron DeSantis doesn't have any primary opponents, that doesn't mean that he's not going to be hitting the campaign trail. In fact, Governor DeSantis is not only touring the state of Florida, he's doing so in favor of school board candidates whom he's endorsed. Out and about touting his robust education agenda, Ron DeSantis has been touring Florida talking about things like curriculum transparency, banning woke ideology from classrooms, rejecting COVID school closures, supporting things like civics and financial literacy education, which is awesome, by the way, veterans in the classrooms, increased teacher pay, and historic expansion of school choice. Oh, and for all those left-wing ideologues who claim that Florida's education system isn't up to par or is somehow substandard, rate it and weep. Florida is ranked number 3 overall in education rankings according to US News. Hey, while we're talking about rankings, if you enjoy our content, please consider hitting the like button, then clicking on subscribe and hitting the notification bell. That way, you'll be the first to know when we add new content like this. Believe it or not, that little bit of action from you really does make a big difference for the channel, so thank you. Generally speaking, candidates at the top of the ticket tend to ignore things like the nonpartisan school board races, but not Ron DeSantis. No, Governor DeSantis is actively working to get conservative candidates elected in school board elections across the state of Florida. In fact, DeSantis' Political Action Committee has made donations of $1,000 to each of the 29 candidates whom he's endorsed. DeSantis' focus on school board races is considered by many to be trend-setting, and it's likely something that's going to be getting attention from Republicans in other states. At an education agenda tour stop in Sarasota on Monday, Governor DeSantis said, quote, "If I could have a conservative majority on every school board in the country, we would be in such good shape." Well, hey, wouldn't we all? Ron DeSantis tweeted a list of the 29 endorsed candidates committed to backing his bold education agenda. He encouraged voter participation during Monday's Sarasota speech, telling attendees, quote, "November's going to be important, but we've got some work to do this Tuesday." I agree, Governor DeSantis, and I tell you what, I wish you luck in getting some good, qualified people who have their fair share of common sense, elected to school boards across the state. While school board races may be technically nonpartisan, they have been dominated across the country by far-left liberals pushing a hyper-partisan agenda. God willing, with Governor DeSantis' help, we can start to reverse this trend and start bringing education instead of indoctrination back into our classrooms. That's my take. What's your take? You can let me know your take in the comments below. You can also let me know by joining the cult at PolPopCult on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, and now Truth Social. Thank you for listening.